FDP.The Liberals is a liberal political party in Switzerland. It is the joint largest party in the Federal Council, third largest party in the National Council, and the largest in the Council of States. The party was formed on the 1st of January 2009, after two parties, the Free Democratic Party and the smaller Liberal Party, united. In Vaud and Valais, the parties retain separate organizations. Its youth organization is Young Liberals. With 130,000 members as of 2010, the FDP has the most members of any party, 30% more than the second-placed Christian Democratic People's Party of Switzerland. The party is a member of the Alliance of Liberals and Democrats for Europe and an observer member of the Liberal International. The party's president is Petragossi. The current FDP representatives in the Federal Council are Didier Buchhalter and Johann Schneider-Ammann. History. The party was formed in 2009 from the merger of the Free Democratic Party and the Liberal Party. A radical Free Democratic Party, also called the Radicals, was Switzerland's major establishment party. Founded in 1894, the party's classical liberal predecessors had governed Switzerland.It for most of the 19th century, and had been the guiding force behind the creation of modern Switzerland. The Liberal Party, known as the Old Liberals, represented the French-speaking establishment, again rooted in the conservative liberalism of the 19th century. It also had a distinctly liberal Protestant outlook. In the 2003 federal election, the two parties formed an electoral alliance. In the election, the Liberals were reduced to 4 seats, below the 5 required to form an official grouping in the Federal Assembly, so the two formed a joint caucus. In June 2005, the two founded the Radical and Liberal Union, which aimed to promote liberal goals through deeper cooperation. In 2007, the women's arms of the parties merged, while the youth wings merged the following year to form the Young Liberals. Agreement on the merger of the federal parties was agreed in October 2008. The agreement was adopted on the 28th of February 2009, applying retroactively to the 1st of January 2009. FDP President Fulvio Pellier of Ticino became the party's first leader, while Liberal President Pierre Weiss was named one of 4 vice presidents. Separate Free Democrat and Liberal branches remained in competition with each other in Geneva, Valais, and Vaud. In May 2011, the party's 2 Geneva branches, Liberal Party of Geneva and Radical Party of Geneva, merged to form a single FDP. The Liberals' cantonal branch positions. As a classically liberal party, the FDP wants to protect civil liberties and individual responsibility. The FDP calls for mutual tolerance of people with different opinions and self-identities, entrepreneurship, social responsibility, the rule of law, and participatory democracy. The party believes that an open society and economic freedom are more conducive to prosperity and greater economic and social stability, rather than a redistributive and regulative state. The FDP wants more freedom of choice rather than restrictions in all areas of private life. According to the party's stance, self-responsibility and competition should dictate the actions of individuals, rather than bans. The FDP wants to ensure that personal initiative is rewarded and not restricted by paternalism. Startups, particularly by young people, are to be encouraged. The FDP works towards society offering genuine opportunities with flexible choices in education, work and family support. It is also aiming at more and better jobs, a sustainable social welfare system which will result in strong national cohesion that counteracts the divergence of society. This includes stabilizing premium costs in the healthcare sector and combating the abuse of social welfare systems, but also intergenerational equity. The motto of the party in matters of social security is solidarity where it is necessary, and self-reliance where it is possible. As a profitable investment for the future of society, the FDP wants to promote the highest quality education at all levels, since it considers human capital the most important resource of Switzerland. It considers innovation as a crucial asset for prosperity and wants to improve the position of Switzerland as one of the leaders of innovation. The party stands for a simple tax code, low taxes, and for tax competition among the cantons. It calls for a more citizen-friendly state without excessive bureaucracy and excessive regulation, and for a lean state with lower government spending, which offers only those services which citizens and the private sector cannot provide. The party, which calls for a competitive and sustainable market economy, wants to strengthen Switzerland as a financial and economic hub with as little government interference as possible. It also calls for the reduction of public debt and fiscal deficits. In general, it believes that tax incentives are better than subsidies in creating incentives. The party sees in the current financial crisis an opportunity to carry out financial and tax reforms quickly to improve situation of companies in Switzerland and to create 40,000 new jobs by 2015. The main objectives of energy policy are security of energy supply and increasing energy efficiency. The party wants to support the research of alternative sources of energy for electricity production which generate no carbon dioxide. Despite this, it is against a carbon emissions tax. The party supports neutrality, federalism, direct democracy, and the tax sovereignty of each canton. It believes that national security should be credibly guaranteed by a skilled and strong militia. The party is for a cosmopolitan Switzerland which benefits from the opportunities that globalization provides. The FDP supports the close cooperation with the EU through bilateral treaties, but rejects accession to the EU. The immigration policy of the party is based on the integration of immigrants, requiring clear and effective rules by means of an integration law. The FDP calls for consistent action against abusive laws in Switzerland by immigrants, and in repeated cases calls for deporting foreign criminals in accordance with international law. The FDP supports a peaceful foreign policy, which increases the security of Switzerland and prevents an increasing number of refugees. The party is in principle in favor of ending marijuana prohibition to encourage safe and legal free enterprise as opposed to a costly war on drugs, emphasizing personal and family responsibility over life choices as opposed to making such choices a state power. However, many in the party may not be in favor of a full legalization such as in the U.S. state of Colorado, but just decriminalization such as the approach in Portugal. The party is currently opposed to Swiss membership of the European Union but supports integration. In the 2001 referendum, the FDP campaigned against opening negotiations. Party strength over time. Percentage of the total vote in each canton for FDP.The Liberal and FDP in federal elections 1971 to 2015. A ** indicates that the party was not on the ballot in this canton. B ** part of the canton of Bern until 1979. C ** in Basel-Stadt. The FDP and Liberals were not merged in 2011 and 2015. Numbers are for the FDP party. D ** in Vaud. The FDP and Liberals were not merged in 2011. Numbers are for the FDP party. Leaders: Fulvio Pelli, Ticino, Philip Muller-Argau, Petra Garcia, Schweiz.